According to the statistics, Australians drink something like 36 million litres of wine every year. And that, let's face it, is material for an awful lot of hangovers. Think of it, that vast acreage of tongues coated like the bottom of the proverbial parrot's cage, all those temples throbbing to the beat of a million tom-toms. But could help be on its way at last? Could science come up with the answer and give a new lease of life to those of us who love their wine, well, but not terribly wisely? If you're talking about wine, what better place to go than the old arcade in Prahran, which is now the headquarters of one of the largest retail firms in Melbourne. Here they seem to have enough wine in store to float a fair-sized battleship. Down in the cellars you can pass bin after bin of the stuff. The size and scope of the operation is a fair indication of how the business has boomed in Australia over the past few years. The man who runs the firm is Dan Murphy. Unlike the Australian Wine Research Institute in Adelaide, he hasn't done scientific studies of histamine levels in wine. But a lifetime of experience in the wine trade has given him a fair idea of cause and effect. What's this here we've got down here? Is there one type of wine that gives you more of a hangover than others?
Well, no, not really.
You've got a claret there, for example. What's that like?
That can give you a hangover, but it depends how much of you drink of that claret. You've got to realise that there's not a special quality attached to claret which gives you a hangover. If you drink any alcohol in excess, you'll get a hangover. All of us are allergic to something or other. A lot of us are allergic to histamines. And there's a lot of histamine in red wine, and there is also histamine in cider and fruit juices. You know.
But if you removed histamine from red wine, would this make it hangover-proof?
No, because you still have that main hangover cause, alcohol.
As a dealer in wines yourself, though, would you approve of any scheme or any plan to take histamines out of wine? Because surely this is monkeying around with the natural world.
Well, it won't be a matter of taking histamines out of wine. It'll be a matter of preventing their occurrence in wine. You see, the content of amino acid is never more than about 500 milligrams per litre, and histamine might only be 50 or 60 grams per litre. Now, if we can devise a process of making wine whereby the histamine doesn't occur, we've solved the problem, or at least one of our problems.
Don Murphy hasn't got his own cure for a hangover. In fact, he doesn't believe there is one. The only real remedy is to check the problem at source. In other words, the less you drink, the less you'll suffer.